Spoken Thought. This is still part of the series of the solution to all your problems. It's not the answer, but it is a solution that you can utilize and apply to any problem that you may have, anything that may go through your life. And the solution is thinking about it and keeping it positive, and understanding society's positive and your spiritual positive. And if your seed and egg, seed of a man and an egg of a woman, was bonded with God's spirit before you even touch earth, and that is your celestial birth. And the father, the seed of a father, determines your sex. If you're going to be a female goddess, celestial goddess, or a male angel, celestial angel, your celestial being. Understand that. This is before anything has to do with earth. That's going to be 10 months later. 10 months later. So, in your conscious, what you feel is between you and God. Has nothing to do with people in society. So what I'm speaking to the spirit of God. Your spirit is God. It's 100% of God. 20% of your father, 80% of your mother, because you come from her womb and her flesh. Dad's seed is 20%. Just saying, I'm not going to argue the contents. But you are 100% of God. And believe in that and do what your spirit says. And your spirit is your mental. Your emotions is your soul. Your physical form is your flesh. That's the least important. God and Jesus will never see your flesh. Your soul, I believe Jesus manages souls, and they can't go through heaven's gate. They carry sins of the flesh. But your mental, your spirit, your energy, that resides in your mind. Your mental. A whisper from God comes in the form of thought in your mind. He speaks to his spirit. Better believe that. Okay? Better believe it. If you can believe in a ghost whisper, you better believe in God can whisper to his own spirit. It's moving. You will emotionally feel it. And it will physically move you when you tune into it. You'll know. Has nothing to do with society. Society can make you feel that way. But you got to ask yourself, which one's more important? Which one you want to pay more attention to? As I tell a female, who do you want to have a baby for, man or God? Who's the true father? Man or God? I'm happy that God picked my seed 5 times and gave me 5 children, 2 girls, 3 boys, 2 goddesses, 3 angels. I hope God see them that way. And I hope they live to be that again. They are nothing but descending goddesses and angels that walk out their manifestation as a female, male, girl, boy, woman, man, lady, gentleman. God won't let a man or a woman in heaven's gate. Only a lady and a gentleman can go to heaven's gate. What goes through heaven's gates is an angel and a goddess, your celestial self. But you have to reach that statue on earth. The highest thing you can be on the earth is not a man. It's not a woman. If God doesn't want a man or woman, why just live as a man and woman? If the only thing he will accept is the cleaner version of a man, that's a gentleman, then why not live up to be a gentleman? And the cleaner version of a woman is a lady. What are you wasting your time making your woman look good on the physical form when God ain't gonna see it? Live it to what God wants to see. Understand that. Think about it. Again, just think about what I'm saying. It's not about, it's not that it's wrong. It may not be right for you right now. Don't make it wrong. It's just not right for you right now. Don't always look for the negative. Don't look for what's wrong in something, what somebody says. What I'm saying, it's right for me. Doesn't mean it's right for you. It's just not right for you right now. But I know as an angel, ask Alexa, I'm a messenger of God. What message you hear, she hears, he hears, I don't know. It's none of my business to know. That is a message between you and God and Jesus. It's up to you to listen. If you choose to ignore your thoughts on that message, that word that may be said, that makes you think. And when you're thinking about your thoughts, you're having a conversation with Jesus and God. What comes of that conversation is wisdom, true wisdom, your wisdom, the wisdom that was given to you by God, not man. Don't believe everything what man says. Think about it. Then ask yourself within, is that right for you? Because it's right for society. Don't make it right for in heaven, nor does it make it right for you. And if you feel like it's wrong inside emotionally, and you're thinking about mentally, you got to ask yourself. You got to ask yourself which one is truly right. Are you going to admit to society's right, man's right, or God's right? God would know. Jesus would know. If you can't answer honestly, do you think Jesus is going to let you close to his Father? That's all I'm saying. The power of thought. And it's empowered by believing in your thought and understanding who it's coming from. To take the time to think about it. Don't let the words of society control you. Question the word. Know the truth. And when you sense the truth, you know the truth is mentally. And it moves you emotionally. Okay? And you try to fight against it. You try to fight against it. You don't want to speak the truth. One of the things I say, the biggest slavery in society are words. They control you mentally, emotionally, and physically. They make you act out. And then when you have a crowd of people that agrees with you, oh, it's crazy. But if it's a lie, and a lie to me is a sin, and somebody speaks that lie, and everybody speaking and making it sound like the truth, y'all speaking a sin. Understand somebody's truth. How did it truly start out, and what is it? Is it their truth, or is it your truth? Think about it. It's not even for me to tell you if it's true for you or not. That truth is between you and Jesus and God. You're here to march out a trial for Jesus to prove that you're worthy to go back through heaven's gate. That is the tribulation, to find out what did you learn from it. What did you learn from it? Not what did everybody else. God didn't put us down here to be followers. He wants to know. He gives us free will to make the choices for us. What's best for you as an individual, so he knows we are truly wireless, cordless. Okay, no remote control, no Wi-Fi. Okay, no signal needed. Our free will, that's given to us by Jesus and God. I truly believe Jesus creates our trials. God gives it to us, okays them. In the creation of a seed and an egg, bonded by the Spirit of God, placed inside the womb of a woman, the womb, grows off the flesh of a female, the fetus, brung unto earth, the date of birth, your DOB. But you was born the day that God took the seed and the egg and bonded with the Spirit. That is your celestial birth. Believe in that. Understand and think about it. And your zodiac line, your zodiac sign, your mothers, your fathers, your four grandparents, it's just the start of your zodiac line. Mentally, emotionally understand that. Connect with it, and you'll know yourself. God put us on this earth not to like one another, but to like ourselves and others. You can find what's in your zodiac line. You can find it in somebody else's. And that's what you sense about yourself, not about them. It's what you sense about yourself. You got a best friend that you call when you're upset. We all got one of them friends. They pump us up. They get us going, right? Okay? You got one of your friends that you can call when you want to cry and get upset and you want to be cool, calm, and, you want to compel, and, it has nothing to do with your friends. They don't even realize why you call them. They don't even know. You don't take the time until you consciously realize it and compare the two. Then you compare the zodiac sign. Then you find it within your zodiac line. You call in your zodiac sign that you need to speak to. That's within you. Your 7 signs. Yours, dad's, mom's, what gave birth to mom, what gave birth to dad. Draw a circle around her. That's your 7 signs. That would connect you more with your spiritual self and your celestial self than your earthbound self. On earth, we deny. We misjudge. We judge, and judgment isn't ours. Judgment does not belong to us. It's our job to find ourselves, not to judge ourselves, to question ourselves. And when you can't come up with the answer, think about what you're doing. God will help you know. He'll guide you. He speaks to his spirit. He will not lead his spirit wrong. He will not lead his spirit wrong. I truly believe that. But the power of thought, the power comes from believing your thoughts come from God. Taking the time and knowing that you're having a conversation with him. Looking for the value of that conversation, what you receive from. Ask him anything. Ask him anything. It's disrespectful to ignore him, not to ask him. He is your father. He wants to guide himself back to himself. He believes within his spirit, and that is you. You got to believe within your spirit of him. He don't know you, but he knows his spirit. He wants you to know you and what you're going to do with him. How are you going to live out your life with the spirit of him within you? He wants to know. That is your job, to show him. And show him you just like Jesus. Jesus gave his life for us. God, no. You gave your life for my children. Then I give you domain over heaven's gate. The ones that earn their way back through heaven. The ones that earn the right to see me in heaven. To speak to me in heaven. I don't believe we have the right to speak to God. We got to go through Jesus. You ain't going to let me just walk up on your mom and dad and speak to them. We're a built-in image of God, Jesus. Why do we think we got the right to ask God, bypass Jesus? We ignore the thoughts anyway, and they come from Jesus and God. If Jesus allows God to dip in on it, and God, God is God. He can do whatever he wants. It's not for me to question. It's not even for his son to stop him. But if he gave his son domain because his son gave his life for us, it's for me to respect that chain of command. When you pray to Jesus. You ask Jesus if you're worthy for him to send your prayer upstairs, higher up. God got a lot going on inside heaven. He got to manage that. And privilege don't get you through there. Privilege do not get you through heaven. You'll be standing in the same line. And don't take another man's truth or their lie and make it your truth. It may be true in your mind, but you got to ask yourself and question yourself. Think about it. If it don't feel right, it ain't right. Even though everybody else is going with it and you got a whole bunch of likes and whatever else. You understand? Where did it come from? Okay, the devil in sheep's clothing. Apply it to everything. Apply it to everything. I'm not giving you the answer. I give you a solution. My solution, think about it. And I'm telling you, when you're thinking about it, you're having a conversation with Jesus and God. What comes from that conversation is wisdom. Your job is to keep it positive. Do unto others as you want others to do unto you. Live that life. Show God that you can live a life good in hell, because everything outside of heaven is hell. Our job is to live a good life in hell, that we worthy without harming any of his children. Any of us doesn't matter from 0 days old to 1,000 years old. Any of us doesn't matter what demographic, color they are, does not matter. We're all God's children. Nobody does what God does. We should not even try. If we can create man that don't have the spirit of God, come on. I understand robots and stuff, when we get in there, whatever. But realistically, we hope people listen to their spirits that keep them from harming himself. When we harm one another, that's God harming himself. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy. Just think on it. But God gave his spirit because he believed in us. He believed, and he gave us the task that his son set out for us, to find that we are worthy to make it back to him. God believes that we can achieve our trials, and we'll come to the tribulation and believing what we truly believe within ourselves. That's the tribulations. That is in your lady and gentleman form, not in your man and woman. The man and the woman, we go through things that we would not want our mothers to know, our fathers to know, our priests, so to say, to know. But God and Jesus knows. They know everything. And if they still love us, we still breathe, and we still walk this earth, okay, then we're not condemned. Society will lock you up, whatever may be the case, because what society say is wrong. Oh, that's wrong. And so now it becomes right for everybody to agree with that. Is that a lie? Because if you know it's a lie, and a lie is a sin, who do you want to answer to for supporting that lie, that sin? Who do you want to support? Who do you want to answer to at the end of your days? Until we truly, truly admit to our lies and stop making them truth because it sounds good, everybody goes along with it. Man, we live in a crazy world. Insanity. True insanity. Stop giving your children your nightmares. They can't handle them. They're going to have their own nightmares. They're going to have their own things they have to deal with. A prayer is nothing but a thought. A dream is nothing but a thought. A nightmare is nothing but a thought. Let them learn how to live their thoughts. Stop lying to them. A minister in church is not closer to God than a female is. A female spends minimum of 10 months with God when she is pregnant. Teach her to believe within herself and let her be that spiritual. She is the true nurture. She is the true nurture. Let her nurture us with the spirit of the Lord. He knew one day he would come inside her womb. I tell a woman, man, never have a child for a man. He will disappoint you. If you don't believe me, ask around. Never have a baby for yourself, because what you dream of today won't be reality tomorrow. But at the end of your days, at the end of that pregnancy, you are having a baby for God. We are all God's children. You are doing labor for God. Who is better to do labor for? Man or God? To every woman on this earth that has given birth to a child, God owes you. You done labor for him. He knows that. An angel responsibility is financial responsibility. That's what a man's supposed to provide. The 3 P's. Parent the child. Provide for the lady. Because she ain't a wife titled by man's law. If he provided a seed for that child, he is deemed by God to provide for that lady. She don't got to be his woman, but a lady. The highest thing, she got to be the highest thing on earth. She a goddess to God. She is the goddess to God, but on earth she is a lady, not a woman. If she's a woman, that means she's doing it on her own. There's nothing wrong with that. God don't make no bad man. He don't make no bad woman. We just not right for each other. Think about it. The only time we come together is as a lady and a gentleman. And to all the females out there, what kind of child do you want? A love child or a fuck child? And as I stated before, God don't make no bad men, no bad women. You damn real sure he ain't gonna make no fucked up child. What's gonna be fucked up is a relationship. If you allow that man to fuck you, the only thing that's gonna get fucked up and be fucked up is the relationship. The child gonna be the same no matter if it's a love child or a fuck child. But the only thing you're doing is you fucking yourself up from having to have a fucked up relationship with that individual man if you get pregnant by him. So don't let a man fuck you. All men want to fuck. Love is a gentle thing. Okay? It's a gentle thing. And only a gentleman can make love. Change your words, change your outcome. It doesn't matter every male you meet. Don't look at him as a man. God gave enough man in you. You don't need a man. You should never ask for a man or want a man. It's disrespectful to ask for something you already have. And the day you let a man think you need him, how does he treat you? If you know you cannot trust to have a baby by a man, why are you looking for a man? Why are you looking for a man? A man don't want a woman. We say within ourselves all the time. We say so much, y'all don't even know what y'all supposed to say after we say it. We want a lady in the street and a freak in the sheets. And God is okay with that. See, God ain't gonna let a woman in heaven either. She got too much manna. A man is a symbol of strength. There's no need for be strong and tough in front of our Father, our Savior, our Protector, Lord, Jesus, God. The respectful of us is the lady and the gentleman. And it's okay for a lady to be a freak. He gave a lady 8 to 15,000 nerve endings. And size something of your pinky with a hood over it. 8 to 15,000. Check on Lexus, check on Google. And her nipples. 8,000. From head to toe. Okay? He wants to motivate her to have sex because he knows at any moment of opportunity that he has the opportunity for her to do labor for him. Doesn't matter what she goes through and how she gets pregnant. That's what you got to understand, the bigger picture. The trials and tribulations that a woman goes through. Understand the bigger picture of it. And understand it's about you and God. God don't think sex is bad. It's what's bad is who you give it to. Heaven on earth, if God ain't gonna let a man in heaven, and a man, my honest opinion, clear-minded, will not stand in front of God as a man, but as a gentleman. Why would you accept a man? You should never let a man into your heaven. And if you don't know where your heaven is, heaven on earth is between the legs of a goddess. And every man will willing to get on his knees for it. It's one of the most expensive meats ever. What do you think a wife is? And guess what? The responsibility of an angel is financial responsibility. It's all good. It's the same language. So don't be offended. No, never be offended. Okay? If you know within yourself, I'm speaking the truth, that's what you got to admit to. That's what you have to admit to. The truth is the truth. I'm speaking within you. I know how society sees it. I love that. That's my research and development. To walk around and see the people emotional reaction. The ones that can't speak is speaking the loudest. The ones that feel they have the courage, come on, challenge me. I break them down mentally. Okay? Freedom of speech, whoa. But yet, you're trying to control what I say. But yet you don't understand what I mean. But yet you want to deny what I'm saying is the truth. Come on, really? Don't lock me up. Because you choose to lock yourself up because you know I should not wear this out in society. Because it's offensive. What's offensive is not respecting and admitting to your true thoughts. And ignoring what you truly believe and know the truth. That's ignoring your thoughts. You ignore your thoughts, you're ignoring God and Jesus. But yet, I'm supposed to honor society's way of thinking. Think about it. Like I said, the power of thought. It's a beautiful thing, right or wrong. Okay? I have said so many deep things before. Ain't no book have ever written anything good about a black man. I'm supposed to believe everything inside a book that's not written with me in mind. Huh? I'm supposed to believe in religion? No, I separate religion from God. I believe in God. Our own Bibles within ourselves. within yourselves. Okay, the wisdom that you haven't been speaking for years, you got a knowledge base that's within you. You can come up with the answer to that real quickly. It's not like you went to school for it. School is to teach you how to learn. Life is the lesson that you're going to learn. You better believe that. And the things you go through in life, them are your lessons. And God gonna learn from you. He's always paying attention. He's always paying attention. Religion, man, if any building that should be called a mall, that should have every religion inside a mall, and it should have one building. You can go in there and listen to anything. Because to me, we all talking on God. Now, I got to believe it's something more than this, more than that. I spoke to a young lady. She said, well, if I don't believe in heaven? Okay, you can call it whatever you want to call it. But let's just go off of what they say. I don't believe in Santa Claus because they all white. Okay, I don't believe in no white man gonna come down my damn chimney and give me a bunch of gifts. I mean, I'm still waiting for my mule and my 10 acres, okay? But real talk, okay? It can't be a black Santa Claus, okay? But still, I gotta believe it's something more than what's on earth. I believe in my spiritual self that when I get up there, privilege does not get you through heaven. Pride that I take pride in my thoughts. I speak my thoughts. I speak my mind. I can say it like the hood. I can say it like trailer park. I can say it like suburban. I can say it like a man. I can say it like a gentleman. I can say it respectful or disrespectful. And they all got different emotions in it. But understand the point of what I'm saying. Whatever flavor you need, that's you. I can't say it for everybody in the way they want to hear it. And I don't care what they hear. It is not for me to care if you get my message. My job is to deliver the message and say it in the way that I feel mentally and emotionally that I should say it. And once I speak my wisdom that I receive in my thoughts from God and Jesus, I speak my wisdom, I speak the word of God. And I just got to pick out the best vocabulary to say it. If I need to go hood and speak hood on you, I speak hood with you. If I need to go trailer park, I speak trailer park. If I need to get rude, if you think it's rude, I can get rude. But understand the point. If you're missing the point, stop being boo-boo the fool. Stop being controlled. The biggest slavery in society are words. They control you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Don't let something control you. I've been fighting slavery for a very long time. All different levels and different forms of it. It comes in, it's the devil in sheep's clothing. What may look good ain't always good. You hear me? What may be right for one don't mean it's right for another. Think about it. And then, whatever may be right for you, if you can't see if it's not right for somebody else, you living inside a box. What is that philosophy? Walk in somebody else's shoes. Try it. Walk in somebody else's shoes and willing to hear somebody else's opinion and think about it. That's all I'm asking. Think about it. And see what you come up with it. But anyway, spoken thought. Empowering your thought. The only empowerment you need is believing that Jesus and God hears you. A whisper from them comes in the form of a thought. Take the time, think about them. Think about your thoughts. And know that you are having a conversation with something way greater than its own earth and society. Any will, man, billionaire, whatever it may be, and believe in them. And when you truly believe in your thoughts, and you can learn how to speak your thoughts, that's speaking in existence. You're going to have to mentally, emotionally, and physically show that you truly believe in them. In every aspect of level. And stop looking for a woman. No man wants a woman. She got too much man in her. And no woman wants a man. And as I stated, I want a lady in the street and a freak in the sheets. And a lady needs to say, I want a gentleman in the street and a beast in the sheets. Not a monster. A man and woman is a monster. It's monster things to be done. Change your words. You change your outcome. But believe in the words you say and make them true and pure to your thoughts. Understand the deeper level. I fear in 20 years, OMG gonna be in the Bible. And it's such a shadow word. It has nothing to do with God. But at least they get to say word God. In normal conversation, I ask the people, who knows your thoughts? Me. I tell them straight off, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. Who else knows your thought? They take a minute and think about it. God? Why are we afraid to say God? Okay, and I know I disconnect myself. I get irritated when I say God. The first thing they're going to think I'm a religious fanatic. No, I denounce religion. If I believe my God believe in religion, I believe my God is retarded. We run from Jehovah's. Catholic can't stand in Christians. Christian can't stand in Catholic. And we all, to me, talk to one God. Every denomination have issues with each other. And I'm not saying one more than another. I'm just saying within myself, I don't need to be anything but me. And believe in me and my thoughts. He don't gotta get no change in language, interpolation, or anything else. He speaks to my thoughts. I take the time and I think about them. My job is find the right vocabulary to be able to speak them in the purest way that I possibly can. That's my job. And my free will is choose to speak them positive or negative. My trials is to live them. To live them out. Not just to speak them. Anybody can say anything, but they ain't doing shit. What does it mean? Which one speaks louder? Action or what? Words. But I speak my actions. So my words match my actions, and God knows it. I know who I am in society. I know what I can be in society. I know all that. I'm so much more than that. And the ones that like it, don't like it, once intimidated by, I don't got time to make you feel comfortable with you. That is your job. That's not my job. If you feel something, what's that philosophy? If you see something, say something. If you feel something, say something. Speak your thoughts. Speak your thoughts. They've been saying in commercial, if you see something, say something. If you feel something, say something. You can say anything to anybody. It's the way you say it. Choose your words wisely. Come at me like a hood, you get handled like the hood. Coming at me like a man, you get handled like a man. Come at me like a gentleman, we'll talk. Man don't talk. Men don't talk. Gentlemen do. That's real talk. And I've been all, and I'm very much aware of myself. I practice what you want to say preach? I hate saying preach. But anyway, I practice what I preach. But understand, I practice. I'm normally 15 moves ahead of people. I live life like chess, methodical. Again, the solution to all your problems, not the answer, but the solution, is to think about it. And then that wisdom will be your answer. And look, if it's not right, you can't blame nobody about it. It's mysterious. You got to fine tune it. The more you practice with it, it becomes common, and it makes sense. Because common sense is not common between me and you. Make it common between you and God and make sense of it. That's the mysteriousness of it. Take the time and think about it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And you don't argue with me. If you don't like what I'm making you think, let's take that up with God. Argue with him and see what he says. Okay? Don't come out and come at me because I'm making you think. Okay? I'm making you think you're going to get mad at me. I'm not telling you this is the answer. I'm telling you it's a solution. Just a solution. Engineer based on your thoughts. And take the time and be a methodical thinker. Don't start at 1 if you can go to 10. And if it's a need to be 20, you figure you can't get the other 10. Be honest and pure with the 10 you got there. Do the work. Do the work, and I promise you'll enjoy the outcome of it. And if somebody already took it to 10, think about what they've done, understand what they've done. Then take it to the farthest you can. Then look up and ask God. Think about it. Think about it. Have a blessed day.